that you're in my arms, though I know you're so far away. Making believe that I'm talking to you. Wish you could hear what I say.
Thank you for visiting New Vegas.
And here in the gloom of my lonely room, we're dancing like we used to do. Making believe is just another way of dreaming. So till my dreams come true, I'll whisper goodnight, turn out the light and
Excuse
kiss
me,
my
but are you the
friend,
courier who caused all of
making
that trouble in the tops?
believe it's you. I'm
Oh,
making
great. The followers of the
believe that
apocalypse,
you're in
well,
my
some of us anyway, have been
arms,
interested in Mr.
though
House's
I know
technology,
you're
how he stays
so
alive.
far
Of course, no one else
away.
is allowed inside the Lucky 38, so no one knows what's
Making
going on. Well,
believe
except for
I'm
you.
talking to you. Wish you
Right.
could hear
We
what
just want to
I
find out what sort of technology
say.
Mr. House has used to stay alive
And
for all these
here in
years.
the
It could be of great
gloom
benefit to the
of
people we
my
try to help,
lonely
many of whom
room,
suffer from
we're
hard to diagnose
dancing like
illnesses.
we used to do. Making believe is
Really?
just another
Oh, I wasn't
way of
expecting you to agree so
dreaming.
easily.
So
That's
till
great.
my dreams
Here,
come
take this packet sniffer.
true,
It'll allow us to
I'll
intercept data on Mr.
whisper
House's network.
goodnight,
You might have to
turn
manually
out the
remove the
light
encryption from
and
his data
kiss
network,
my
but
lips,
hopefully you won't have too much
making
trouble. Good luck.
believe it's you. And here in the gloom of my lonely room, we're dancing like we used to do. Making believe is just another way of dreaming. So till my dreams come true, I'll whisper goodnight, turn out the light and kiss my pillow. Making believe it's you.
I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them bloom for me and you. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I see
Hey, have you been able to
skies
bug
of
Mr.
blue
House's network yet?
and
It looks
clouds
like we've
of
started
white.
getting reports from the tower's network. I'm
Bright,
sure the others will
blessed
be able to make some
day,
sense of this.
the dark
Oh,
sacred
what the
night.
hell? The bug went offline. Damn
I
it!
think to
I swear to
myself,
God that old man has thought of everything. Well, it looks
what a
like this was all for
wonderful
nothing.
world.
But you did your best. I appreciate the help.
The colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky.
Oh, hi. Thanks again for helping us with that data. I mean, the feed only lasted about 30 seconds, and it's not that useful, but, well, we tried. We were connected for half a minute and received enough data to fill 5 holodisks. It looked like nonsense at first, but we decoded it. It was all biometric data, life signs from Mr. House. The technology he's using is so advanced that it samples data hundreds of times per second. It's fascinating, but depressing. Whatever technology he has can't possibly be practical for the people out here. About 5 years now. I have family back in Arroyo. But this is where all the good work is being done, so to speak. NCR taxes and inflation have been hard for a lot of people to deal with, and most of the money's going to the war effort. There's not much funding for medical research with OSI or any other group. Not unless it has a military application, anyway. I'm interested in medicine, but it's not my strong suit. I try to help out with any computer issues the followers have. That's why I was helping out with the research into Mr. House's technology. Trying to, anyway. After 2 tries, I think I've learned enough. I'm sure there's something more promising I could be helping the other followers with. Oh yeah. I didn't tell you about the first time. I'd rather not talk about it if you don't mind. True. Alright. The first try was a little less professional. Someone important on the strip had access to some of House's technology. Specifically, a Securitron. And more specifically, the someone was Benny. I know, he shot you in the head and everything. But this was a while ago. I knew he was sleazy, but I didn't realize he was so cold-blooded. Ugh, it was so gross. It was bad enough that I didn't get any data out of the Securitron. This is why I didn't want to talk about it. It only happened once. I chalk it up to sleep deprivation and one atomic cocktail too many. He sure didn't. Benny was pretty tight-lipped and cryptic about the thing, but he did let me poke around in it for a while. I wound up helping Benny a lot more than he helped me. Once he had access to the Securitron's memory banks, he kicked me out of the tops. Big surprise, right? Should have seen that coming. The Securitron was disabled somehow. Might have been an EMP given some of the damage I saw. Anyway, he wanted it re-enabled and connected to Mr. House's data network. The trick was getting it to be invisible on the network. If Mr. House detects a rogue Securitron in his system, he remotely fries it. Getting around that security feature was a bit tricky. Yeah, strange as it sounds, I figured that bad-mouthing one of the strip's most powerful people wasn't a good idea. The only reason why I'm telling you any of this is because he's gone now. What do you want to know? I already told you.
What floor, partner? Penthouse floor.
The foundation is laid. My Securitrons on the strip are upgraded, and those at the fort ready for action. Now it's just a matter of adjusting the attitudes of some lesser groups while we wait for Caesar's Legion to attack Hoover Dam. Outside New Vegas, at what was once called Nellis Air Force Base, resides an unusual tribe known as the Boomers. They are, shall we say, aggressively reclusive. They have several howitzers they fire at anyone who dares approach the base. Artillery of this sort has a range of several miles. If it's going to fire on Hoover Dam, I want it firing at my targets. If not, then I want to make sure that the boomers don't sign similar treaties to fire their guns in support of the NCR or Caesar's Legion. Well done. The boomers' firepower may prove an advantage when the battle for Hoover Dam comes around. Your next assignment would have been to investigate the Omertas, but you managed to foil their scheme before I could put you to the task. I should compensate you as though it were an official assignment, however. Wouldn't want to disincentivize your proactivity. Arrogance was their undoing. There might be a lesson in that. But moving on, your next assignment is to locate and destroy remnants of the Mojave chapter of the Brotherhood of Steel. The NCR nearly did the job at Helios 1 a few years ago, but there seem to have been survivors, unfortunately. Given the Brotherhood's fanatical views on technology, they can be counted on to oppose my regime. Please, put them out of my misery. We're talking about a coterie of bulging-eyed fanatics who think all pre-war technology belongs to them. They'll never accept my using an army of robots to defend New Vegas. While it's a fight I can win, I'd rather sidestep it altogether. Don't tell me you've fallen for the stories of noble paladins on crusade, preserving mankind's technology in a benighted age? Dross. In any case, this is an employer-employee relationship. I've given you an assignment, and the directions are clear. Since 2278, I've lost 5 roaming Securitrons near Hidden Valley. I didn't receive any clear video of the incidents, but telemetry from the units destroyed indicates they were attacked with energy weapons. It's obvious that the Brotherhood has a base in Hidden Valley or thereabouts. Finding it won't be easy, but getting inside will be the real trick. From time to time, the NCR has assaulted Brotherhood bunkers. In 4 of the 6 incidents I know of, the bunkers self-destructed. I surmise it's standard practice for the Brotherhood to install a self-destruct system. It's consistent with their uncompromising nature. You might use that against them, or kill them another way. It's up to you. Return when it's done.
Aw, just...
Everyone tells me he's no good. He doesn't love me like he should. I would forget him if I only could. He's a demon. He's a devil. He's a doll. But man can't look.
What'd you think of Mr. House? I was surprised he only had the 2 robot sex slaves.
And I forget that lipstick on his tie.
It's a free wasteland.
He's a
Yeah, it's not for poker. I've never seen anything quite like it, but I can tell you it looks like it was fabricated before the war, and not at a mint. Some kind of tech. I'm gonna say mid-2200s. Hold on to it. Might be your lucky chip. See you around.
I wanna tell him drop dead, but I keep loving him instead. My mama must have dropped me on my head. He's a demon, he's a devil, a doll. Sometimes he thrills me through and through. Sometimes he's sweet, sometimes he's true. Sometimes I wish he were in Timbuktu. He's a demon. He's a devil. He's a doll. He says he'll call for me at 9 and take me out somewhere to dine. Then staggers in and sings sweet and old line. He's a darling. He's a dreamboat. He's a dog. I had the measles at 2, the chicken pox and the flu. My whooping cough was grim. I had the itchy, the mumps, the poison ivy in clumps. To top it, now I've got him. He's a palooka, he's a brute. He drives me crazy, but he's cute. Why do I love a guy I ought to shoot? He's a demon. He is a devil. He is a dog. I say I'll move the mountains, and I'll move the mountains if he wants them out of the way. Crazy
That's the guy who killed Caesar.
calls me. Sure, I'm crazy, crazy in love, I say. I say I'll go through fire, and I'll go through fire. As he wants it, so it will be. Crazy calls me. Sure, I'm crazy, crazy in love, you see. Like the wind that shakes the bough, he moves me with a smile. The difficult I'll do right now. The impossible will take a little while. I say I'll care forever, and I mean forever. If I have to hold up the sky.
That's the guy who killed Caesar.
Crazy calls me. Sure, I'm crazy, crazy in love, and I, like the wind that shakes the bough, he moves me with a smile. The difficult I'll do right now. The impossible will take a little while. I say I'll care forever, if I have to hold up the sky. Crazy he calls me. Sure, I'm crazy. Crazy in love. Am I?
I'm back in the saddle again. Out where a friend is a friend. Where the longhorn cattle feed on the lonely Jimson weed. Back in my saddle again.
It seems that the territories are about to blow up.
Riding the range once more. Toting my old 44. Where you sleep out every night and the only law is right. Back in my saddle again.
Don't you just love that platinum chip? Buzzes with power and possibilities, doesn't it? If I were you, I'd almost want to deliver the chip to Mr. House, just to learn all its tricks. That is, unless you want to bring the NCR or Caesar's Legion to power. I wouldn't want to tell you what to do. Oh, he wanted to kill Mr. House and use the platinum chip to copy my neurocomputational matrix onto the Lucky 38's mainframe. That would give me control over all of Mr. House's defenses, most prominently his Securitrons. And then I guess I just do as I'm told. I was programmed to be helpful and answer any questions I was asked. I guess nobody bothered to restrict who I answer questions for. That was probably pretty dumb, huh? I'll be waiting right here.
Whoopee-tie-yi, you're rocking to and fro. I'm back in my saddle again. Whoopee-tie-yi, yeah, I go my way. Back in my saddle again. Dee-oo-dee-lee, oh-dee-lee, dee-oo-dee-lee, oh-dee-lee.
Goodbye.
Don't hurt anymore. All my teardrops are dried. No more walking the floor with that burning inside. Just to think it could be. Time has opened the door, and at last I am. And
Engaging target.
No use to deny. I wanted to die the day you said we were through. But now I find you're out of my mind, and I can't believe that it's true. Yes, it's wonderful now that I don't hurt anymore.
have you done this? Centuries of preparation. So much good undone.
But just remember, darling, all the while you belong to me.
If personal gain, what you sought, should have done as asked.
Send me photographs and souvenirs. Just remember when a dream appears, you belong to me. I'll be so alone without you.
May there be a hell for you, a Tartarus, bleak, unending.
Fly the ocean in a silver plane. See the jungle when it's wet with rain. Just remember till you're home again. You belong to me. I'll be so alone and without you. Maybe you'll be lonesome too and blue. Fly the ocean in a silver plane. See the jungle when it's wet with rain. But remember, darling, till you're home again, that you belong to me.
Why do I love you? I love you not only for what you are, but for what I am when I'm with you. I love you not only for what you have made of yourself, but darling, for what you are made of me. For if you knew the possibilities of the fool being made, and laying firm hold of the possibilities of the union. Love is everywhere. Love is in. Love is in the air. Why do I love you? I love you.
If it isn't our favorite VIP.
By working for this. I love you because you are helping me think of the number
just when the stand.
Have done it without a wizard, without a adventure, without a sign. Darling, you have done it by just being yourself. Perhaps after all, that's what love means.
Good riddance, Steve.
Oh! Hi again! Can I help you with something else? Mr. House is out of the picture and you have the platinum chip? Wonderful! Let's go!
Like a song of love that clings to me, how the thought of you does things to me. Never before has someone been more unforgettable in every way. And forevermore, that's how you stay. That's why, darling, it's incredible that someone so unforgettable thinks that I am unforgettable too.
Hi! This is big, huh? A very big moment. Here goes. I'll just take that platinum chip off your hands. Thanks. Wish me luck. Wow. Mr. House had quite a setup here. I can access his databanks and view telemetry on every Securitron on the network. Every Securitron on the network has been upgraded. Pretty neat, huh? The Securitrons at the fort are on standby. I see a status log here confirming that the Mark II OS upgrade installed correctly. They'll be all set to go once we boost my transmitting power and bring them online with the network. But we'll worry about that later. Come back later if you need anything. You did a super job wrapping things up, and I'm not just saying that because I have to. Here's some big news. I decoded a military radio transmission, and it turns out the NCR president, Aaron Kimball, is going to visit Hoover Dam. I guess he wants to boost the troops' morale, but according to projections Mr. House made, he has an 83.75% chance of being assassinated. Whoops. Anyway, it looks like Mr. House thought it was important to keep President Kimball alive. Mr. House ran projections on how the NCR public will react to a defeat at Hoover Dam. Overwhelmingly, they'll blame Kimball. But if Kimball dies at Hoover Dam, there's no obvious scapegoat for them to blame, so they'll blame New Vegas instead. So that means reduced tourism for up to 5 years. The equations are pretty complicated. Mr. House sure liked numbers. Great. A ranger named Graham has been placed in charge of security for the president's visit. You'll want to talk to him. Once the president is safe, there's one more thing for you to take care of. This gadget I'm handing you is called an override module. Mr. House had 2 of these made years and years ago. Just like him to think ahead. Take the module to the El Dorado substation and attach it to the power control terminal. I'll handle the rest. I'll use the substation to send a huge jolt of electricity to the Lucky 38. Turns out this casino has its own reactor. All it needs is a jump start. With the reactor running at full tilt, I can boost the transmission strength of the Lucky 38's command and control network. I'm talking direct tactical control of hundreds of upgraded Securitrons at vast distances. You know that's gonna come in handy. Great! When this is taken care of, we'll be all set for the Legion to make its move.
Aw.
Evening.
Nelson's back in our hands. I hope we can
Report. Is Mr. House still a threat? Then that's one more nuisance we won't have to worry about. Good work. Our efforts haven't gone unnoticed either. The brass have been throwing around the idea of having the president visit the dam for a while now, to rally the troops and boost morale and such. With our recent achievements, they finally feel secure enough to stage the damn thing. But while it's being planned, I have one last mission for you. Several years ago, we managed to wrest the Helios 1 solar power station from the Brotherhood of Steel chapter local to this area. It was a crushing victory, but no one's heard a peep from the Brotherhood since. Most people assume the Brotherhood is scattered and not a threat. Recently, we've had scouts go missing in an area west of Helios, and I'm concerned that the Brotherhood is involved. I want you to find them, and once you do, finish them for good. Any questions? After the battle, we consolidated our hold on the plant before pursuing our enemies. It was a mistake, to be sure, but there wasn't really any place for them to go. When we finally gave chase, however, they had simply vanished. Some of our people think they had some means of conveyance, like the vertibirds the Enclave used, and hightailed it out of here. I think that they found some place to hide close to Helios, and never went that far at all. Any other questions? Don't even think about it. Any Brotherhood survivors likely harbor a deep grudge against us. We can't afford to leave such an enemy alive. Any other objections? Maybe you'd like to bring the Brotherhood some flowers. A fair question, and one I've had our strategists think about for some time. Their consensus is that we must focus on the one thing we can count on. With the Brotherhood, that's their obsessive attachment to technology. They'd never go anywhere that didn't have working power. I'm willing to bet that wherever they're hiding, there's a working reactor powering their equipment. That's their vulnerability. Detonate that reactor, and we can safely cross the Brotherhood off our list of concerns. Was there anything else? Dismissed.
Bend it this time. Hey.
We've got a lot to do to prepare for the President's visit, and not much time. Make it quick. We've got a lot to do to prepare for the President's... Make it quick.
Hey.
Smart move for the Kings to back down. They didn't know who they were messing with. Wish I could have been there to see Caesar die. What an asshole.
I've heard that Securitrons are nastier than ever.
We won't go quietly. The Legion can count on that. Wish I could have been there to see Caesar die. What an asshole. Nelson's back in our hands. I hope we can defend it this time.
We've got a lot to do to prepare for the President's visit, and not much time. Make it quick. We've got a lot to do to prepare for the President's visit, and not much time. Make it quick. We've got a lot to do to prepare for...
On a combat readiness evaluation at Camp Golf. Go get 'em, guys. In other news, according to a new report, violent crime is on a sharp decline in New Vegas. The report credits the decline of the population of fiends in the area, and possibly it's me again, Mr. New Vegas, reminding you that you're nobody till somebody loves you, and that somebody is me.
We've got a lot to do to prepare for... Make it...
A hostage crisis between the NCR and the Great Khans was resolved peacefully when a third-party negotiator successfully secured the hostages. Welcome back to the Mr. New Vegas show. The show with, in my opinion, which I respect, the best-looking audience around. Somebody prove me wrong? All the latest news coming your way right now. The influx of displaced residents...
We've got a lot to do to prepare for the president's visit, and not much time. Make it quick.
Asking for donations. Also in the headlines, scavengers report hulking individuals moving around Hidden Valley after dusk, but have been unable to identify them due to low visibility. The preceding segment was sponsored by the Silver Rush. Silver Rush. Feel the rush of a warm laser in your hand. And now, I'd like to play one of my very favorite songs for you.